Everybody, hope you're all doing well. Heads up to anyone who just is just tuning in, which I guess only the people on the playback are really going to hear this, so I don't know how much this is going to help. But Spider-Man, I think, is out. There's going to be movie spoilers. They'll be bannable, of course, but the experience still might get spoiled. So proceed with the stream at your own risk. But all right, what's up, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. I almost made this stream members only. I was very much so toying around with the idea. I even had it set to members only, but I hate the idea of members only. So we're gonna see how this goes. I may have to turn members only on if there's, like, you know, spam bots created by the devil to try to ruin experiences. But all right, anyway, we'll see. First one in here is Yash Muscle. Am I saying that right? I hope I said your name correctly. Either way, Taylor Bost and Sergio, you guys got something coming to ya. Hope you're ready for it. Are you? Let me give me like a yes. Need a consent towards this slap, I think. Just kidding. No, I don't. Thank you both. Thank you. Okay. Did you guys even say stuff, or was that just for the slap? Tell the boss. I don't see any message, but I do appreciate the buck. Sergio, let me see. Sergio. I also don't see anything. All right, those are both just for the slaps. Well, thank you both very much. Thank you very much. Accelerate, seeing it over one of them loonies, saying yes. Just yes. Accelerate. You were this close, dude. Oh. Actually, here's a message from Taylor Boss now, too, saying, to help me with my economics final tomorrow, tell about the supply and demand for bald caps. Do you ship internationally? I mean, of course we ship internationally, yeah. When we were just starting out, no. When we were just starting out, it was local. But, I mean, a week goes by and suddenly, you know, we realize that we have the entire world market available to us. With the number of orders that were coming in, it's really, that's what it comes down to. Like, do you ship internationally? Do you not ship internationally? How many orders are you getting? You get supply chains, distribution centers all over the world, and yeah, at the end of the day, it's not even just about the money. It's about wanting to get bald caps into everyone's hands across the world. You know, making the world a better place. That's the goal. How's that for your economics lesson, Taylor Bost? It probably didn't help one bit. Oh, man. Anyway, thank you again. Craig Hardy handed over a buck. That close as well. Just saying, what's up, BG? What up, dude? Thank you very much. Forward a buck. Kai sending over, or no, with the 6 months, saying, good thing I have this. I'll be allowed in. Yeah, well, everyone's allowed it even without being a member. There's a setting. Okay, I didn't realize this. This might not be good enough. We'll see. I was gonna put the chat on members only. I had it on members only. But then I saw an option where you have to be a subscriber. And I'm like, well, I never tried that before because I don't care. Man, subscribe, don't subscribe. I don't care. Either way, everybody's welcome. But to try to beat out the bots, that's what I'm really concerned about. Is that bots are going to be in here trying to ruin any good times and stuff like that. The people just make these bots strictly just to ruin people's days. So there's like a time. It's a short time duration though, so I don't know if it's gonna stop people or not. So I might have to put it on to members only. We'll see. We'll see. But okay. Anyway. Kai, wait, send it over to the 2 as well, saying no jokes tonight, only arena. Favorite pizza topping, by the way, plain or bean. No, I'm just kidding. I've never put beans on pizza before, probably never will. But no, man, I just like plain. I mean, that cheese pizza experience, you know what I mean? That's it. Don't want no toppings. Not interested in any of them. Pepperoni? Nah. What's the Hawaiian pizza, whatever? The pineapple? Nah. Mushrooms? Get the hell out of here. Never. Yeah. Anyway. Hold on. Craig. Why is it popping up twice? There's only one from you, right? Yes. Okay. For some reason, my thing was showing 2 different times. Okay. I think it was just bugging out. All right. Easy. Senator Buck saying, love you, buddy. Not hanging out and dealing with spoilers until I see it myself on Thursday. Understood. Totally understood. I don't blame anyone for staying off the internet. Always keep sub mode on while streaming. Definitely limits a bunch of spam/bots. Yeah, I imagine it doesn't cut it out completely, but yeah. Might be good going forward to leave it on. I don't know. I mean, I'll probably turn that off afterwards. I don't care. I don't really care. Cause like, I don't know, man. Usually it takes a while for me to subscribe to a channel. I don't know why. I guess just because, you know, there's so many channels, right? So I'll pop in, I'll watch a bunch of videos. YouTube's like recommending me the channel that I've watched like 14 times. And then I'm finally like, yeah, you know what? I think I will subscribe. With MCOCers, I usually subscribe faster just because, I mean, you know, as MCOC. But for like other types of channels, you know, I'll watch 100 videos and still not subscribe. Then again, I also don't watch live streams for those channels because their live streams don't really exist. So I guess somebody could still tune in, they just couldn't talk. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Let's get a tweet out and let's get things started. In just a minute though, because Dragon's also Senator of Buck saying BG, it's past midnight. Ooh, it's past midnight, eh? I know what that means. You know what that means? I do know what that means. It means it's my birthday and yours. No. It is not my birthday. This is your birthday and your birthday alone, Dragon. Happy birthday, though. 2 things. 1, I hope you have a wonderful day. And 2, I hope that you get 100 new arena teams worth of new champions, even though that's not realistically possible. But still, you've got a lot of crystals. What is it, like 150,000 6-star shards or something like that? So I do hope you get some really sick pulls. Good luck. Good luck. BG is really Kevin from Home Alone. A lovely cheese pizza just for me. Exactly. He had it right. Kevin McAllister knows pizza. Okay. All right. Hold on. There was a few other super chats, but I really need to get a tweet out so we can get started. Die hier ist jetzt Marvel Champions. God, I don't even know what I want to say today though. What do we say today, man? I was gonna say, hey, sorry, the stream's members only, but then last minute saw the option where we can try without it, so it's left me without a tweet to talk about. What do we say today? Well, you know, I actually asked this message. I tried to ask this message in private because I was just genuinely curious, but I didn't get any response. And I doubt that, like, yeah, that means I'm probably not going to get a response. Oh, wait, that's right. Tweeted about the Twitter competition. Oh, yeah. I'll discard that. That's true. That's true. Where is it? Okay. Yeah. This. Here we go. Okay. Enter to win one of 12 prize packs this holiday season. Tell us, who is your favorite champion released in 2021? Reply to this or tag with your answer. Include the following hashtags. Okay. All right. Let's tweet this. Let's dearest yet Marvel champions. My favorite champion released in 2021 is Man-Thing. Hashtag. Really got to do these long ass hashtags. 12 days of MCOC. Hashtag sweepstakes entry. What a long. Oh my god. Hashtag. These hashtags are too long. Okay. Yes. No. Okay. Favorite champion released in 2021 is Man-Thing. All those hashtags. Tweet. Excellent. I could say now. Oh, now you guys are gonna be in suspense though. What question was he gonna ask? I'll ask it tomorrow. Do we get members only jackets now? That would be cool. But no. No, you did not. Oh man. Okay. Kai 705 saying happy birthday, Dragon. Kai, thank you so much. Yeah, happy birthday once again, a dragon. Christian 705 saying, hey BG, should I rank 5-star Domino, Professor X, or Kingpin? Also, which in your opinion are the two best Spideys in the game at the moment? Spidey 2099 is probably the best one, followed by probably Stark Spidey. I think those are the two, unless I'm forgetting one. But I think that's it. That's it. I'm grinding Arena with my left hand and grinding Pokemon Money with my right hand. What is my life? Hold on, Pokemon Money? Just like the actual currency in a Pokemon game? Is that what you're doing? Karate Mike, I'm so proud of you. What you're doing right now is called double gaming. Eventually, you'll get to a point where you'll be triple gaming. You know, it's funny. I actually talk to my buddy about this all the time. Whenever we're like playing games, I'll be like, "Yeah, I'm playing MCOC right now." Like as we're playing a different game together. You know, you got to, man. It's efficiency right there. One game? Are you kidding me? At a time? What is this? 2001? Play one game at a time. All right, hold on. Caden sending over a few of them Canadian bucks. Caden K, thank you very much. Saying it's 5-star side. Wait, I never answered the Christian. I'm so sorry, dude. I never answered your question. I just realized. As far as who to rank 5, that was actually the important question, right? The other question was just like, hey, who's your favorite Spidey or whatever. Ooh. I don't think I really need to auto fight the revive quest anymore, but you know what? I'm just gonna do it because I need to dump this energy. This is probably my last time going through this quest for a while, but let me go through it. Where are you, revive? There you are. Okay, let's go F. Okay. All right, Christian, who would I go with between Domino, Professor X, or Kingpin? This is a tough one, man. I think Kingpin, well, okay, so it depends on where you're at. I think Kingpin, assuming you have willpower, if you don't have willpower, I mean, please get willpower. If this is like one of your first few rank 5s, and you are maybe on your way to Cavalier or something like that, I think Kingpin would be the answer, because then you could use him in the villain variant. It would kind of, you know, get the ball rolling on the back issues, the variants. However, if you're already like past that point, then I'd probably say Professor X would like technically be the strongest, I would say. All three of those champs are good, but yeah, I don't know. That's kind of the way I look at it. Professor X, I mean, he's got a little bit of a different play style, whereas Kingpin definitely is just like, hey man, you're gonna do some 5-hit combos. You're gonna belly bump if you want some style points, but other than that, you know, 5-hit combos, nice and simple and easy and all that. So yeah, I mean, it's that one's definitely up for debate and up to personal preference. But if you are at all where I said maybe right around that Cav title area, either just got it or on your way to getting it, then I would say Kingpin probably. Is that Hector? Hey, what's up, Hector? Long time no see, dude. But okay, I hope that helps in some way. That's a tough one to answer, really. But alright, hold on. So, Caden, is 5-star Cyclops and 5-star Terrax good for Act 5? Cyclops, garbage champion, unfortunately. Both of these Cyclopses, they're pretty awful champs, sadly. Eventually they'll get buffed, and I hope they'll be good when they get buffed. But for now, they're pretty bad. Terrax, on the other hand, not bad. He actually already did get buffed. And I would say for Act 5, yes. He'd be good for Act 5. I think he's a solid enough champion. So yeah. Terrax, definitely over Cyclops. For sure. Caden, thank you very much for the 3. Alex sending over a buck as well. Alex saying tweet PG, sure. What do we got in the Tweetiverse? Let's see. Not sure what to do here. Recently took up Ghost as my first rank 3, then pulled Tech from the trade-in store 6-star gem, but I have no more of Science and Cosmic. Or I have more. I can't read. I have more of Science and Cosmic that need Awaken. Should I keep the Tech gem or try to re-roll? I mean, the game gave you Ghost. You took that Ghost to rank 3, and the game gave you an Awakening gem. Oh man. I would give the gem to Ghost. Like as far as your science champions go, no. Ghost needs it more than any of these science champs. The only one that I would say is like debatable would be Void. But honestly, if you have a 6-star Torch, you don't necessarily need Void. And he needs Sig levels and everything too. So like 5-star Void, if you have 5-star Void, would be good for the times that you need Void. Your Cosmic champs, on the other hand, yeah, it'd be lovely to get Corvus awakened, right? That's maybe the only debatable one here. Like King Groot, he's in a similar situation to Void, where like he needs to be awakened, but also needs a decent chunk of Sig stones. Until you get that, like, yeah. But you already have Ghost ranked up and everything. No, I would keep it. I would give it to Ghost and call it a day. It's up to you, of course, but that's my perspective looking in at things, at least. Good luck, whatever you decide to do. Red Cyclops is pretty nutty with Icarus and Professor X, to be honest. That's great. You have fun with that. And I'll keep waiting till he gets buffed. Screw that, dude. I'm not jumping through all those hoops just to make a champion that still isn't gonna have enough utility to be worthwhile. Just be like, oh, cool, he did some damage. Nah, I'm good. TJ Walsh sent over Buck saying Twitter please. TJ, let me see. Sorry, by the way, guys. I know I'm a little bit behind already somehow. I don't know how I got so behind, but I mean, this message came in 10 minutes ago. I don't know if I have a tweet from you. You have a different name on Twitter? TJ, you'll have to let me know. I'll look for a follow-up from you in a couple minutes, because I don't have a tweet by anyone with that name. So yeah, maybe it's a different name. If it's the same name, maybe your Twitter account's not set to be publicly viewable. Or maybe you didn't tag me in the tweet. One of those things. I'll check back with you. Brandon Dawson sent over 50. Dude, Brandon Dawson. Man, thank you so much. Saying Merry Christmas, BG. Thank you, dude. Don't spend it all on the same type of beans. Ooh, but I really just like to eat one type of beans. Black beans, the best beans, also known as turtle beans, which is the coolest nickname you could have, because turtles are awesome. Ah, Brandon, I'm gonna have to... Alright, you know what? I mean, you said it. How could I go against your wishes? You sent over 50 big ones. I guess I'll have to... I'll get some other kind of bean. I'll get some other kind of bean. 49.90 of that is gonna go towards black beans. the rest I'll put into a different type of bean. Is that fair? Dude, Brandon, thank you so much for the generosity. Thank you, dude. Yeah, just the in-game currency to buy balls / items, etc. Double game it up, man. Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, Brandon, thank you again, though, dude. Madrox Multi sent over a buck. Saying, BG, I took Jabari over Void in a 6-star Nexus because I'm MCOC's #1 bad boy. Wow. Well, yeah, you should be put in timeout for that, so I agree. That was a bad move for sure. Oh boy. I mean, nothing against Jabari, but Void is still amazing. I so badly wanted to go for Void in the arena, and I wish that I did go for Void in the arena. I mean, it's just hard to... It's so hard. Why is the arena so hard going for featured champs, even when they don't go for 170 mil? It's just tough putting up that the score needed all the time, at least. Couldn't do it. But okay. Went Jabari. Your decision, your account, all that. Okay, fair enough. Kai sent over 2 saying didn't have willpower until I got Thronebreaker. Kai, why do you do this to yourself? Why do you hate yourself so much? Why do you do? Because willpower, dude. That is essential right there. Listen, I had willpower before I was uncollected. Yeah, okay, uncollected wasn't out in the game yet, even when I got it, so that's probably why too. But still, it's so good, guys. Do yourselves a favor. Get yourself willpower. Finally on winter break, I have a lot of time on my hands now, going from a 50 to 60 hour school week to almost nothing. Gotta make a schedule to not waste too much time. Hector, man, this guy is so disciplined when it comes to school. So proud of you. Caden sent it over another few of them Canadian bucks saying, do you think you'll win the prizes for MCOC? No, definitely not. If I won the prizes, I'd be like, oh, thanks, give it to somebody else. I already have the stuff that they're giving away. I already have most of it because that's the stuff that they give away at like Comic-Con. So yeah, I actually have some of that stuff. Hold on, wait. I didn't tweet, but I sent you a DM on Twitter. I started to draw. Can I show it to other people? It's a Discord link. Really, you sent me a Discord link? All right. Well, I don't even have Discord open right now, so I have to look at that later. Unless you could just send me a picture instead of a link. So yeah, because there's no actual picture that came through. You do know the bean song? Beans, beans, the music of fruit. The more you eat, the more you... Pixie Belle, of course. One of the best songs ever written. A classic of our time. Hold on, TJ. Let me check back with you. See if you ever said what the deal on Twitter. Sorry, Twitter name is Dubba Dubba. Okay, let me see. Oh wait, here it is. I don't know if it ever went through before, because, yeah, no. I mean, this was just sent. So either way, I got you now. Saying best 600 units I've ever spent. Ooh, 600 units for a brand new Corvus. Yeah, that's not so bad. Nice, dude. Congrats, man. Congratulations. Oh, wait, hold on. Hector, what is this? Appears to be some sort of monkey-like creature. Is this the reference, or did you draw this part too? Hold on, what is this? I drew monkey. I mean, it looks cool. I just don't know what this is from. But it's cool. Hector, is that from Halo? Oh, is this a Halo thing? Okay. Well, that would make sense if that is a Halo thing, because I've never really played the Halos. Outside, I mean, I play, the original one for, I don't know, a tiny bit of time, but Guardian Ape from Sekiro. Oh, is that what that is? Okay. I'm also unfamiliar with that, but it looks cool. That's cool, man. I was just thinking the other night, like, I kind of miss drawing myself. I never drew that much, but before I started playing MCOC, I was learning how to draw, because, of course, if you want to make your own video game and you don't have any sort of, money to hire an artist or something like that, well, you best be doing it yourself. Or at least that's what I thought. Turns out there's a lot of, like, free assets online that you could use, from nice people that just kind of make their art available for free. And that stuff's actually, like, pretty good. A lot of the stuff I found. Or there was this one guy. I actually did pay this one guy a little bit of money. He was like giving away all this stuff for free. And then, he basically said, like, hey, this stuff is for free, but if you have a little bit of money to support or something like that. And I was like, man, I don't even have a published game or anything like that, but I've used these art assets in, like, some mock-ups and stuff, and they're pretty freaking cool. So, sent like $10 or something like that. But either way, that kind of crushed it kind of ended the art path I was going down, or whatever you want to call it. But I kind of I like it. There's something really enjoyable about just kind of like turning on some music and I don't know, just drawing, just kind of getting lost in the process, kind of thing. I don't know. Even though I wasn't all that good at it. But anyway, Ben Joester with the 2 months. Ben, thank you very much, saying, why were the Avengers fighting blind after Infinity War? They lost their vision. He said, he. Sorry. I'm sure you are. Now take the lap. Boo, dude. Ugh. Avengers joke. Jesse J with the 5. Jesse, thank you very much, saying, hi, happy cuffing season? Happy cuffing season. What is that? You and Laura apparently lost the key. I've been waiting for you all night. Tweet, please. Huh? What does this mean? Am I going to find out in the tweet? What is this? I have no clue how we evolved past Neanderthals or figured out how to make fire based on this. Also, this is me trying to decide who to rank up. Scissors not invented yet. Caveman when deciding on something. Wow. Like just rock. Boo, dude. The caveman joke. Jesse, you're better than this. Also, I still don't know what is cuffing season. Is that just a typo, maybe? The heck is that? Is that a thing that I'm just not familiar with? Is that a term I'm not familiar with? I don't even see another message from you. But okay. Well, happy cuffing season right back at you, I guess. If that's the thing. Superman. Sending over to Superman. Saying, hello, BG, you one of a bold man. How are you tonight? Tweet, tweet. P.S. Happy birthday, Dragon. Yeah, let me see. Superman, what do we got? I finally took my Human Torch to rank 3. He's my 7th rank 3. Also, is Kingpin worth the rank 3 unduped? I really like him, but I feel he needs the dupe. I don't think he needs the dupe. I mean, worth rank 3, that's... I mean... Like, yeah, I would say worth rank 3, but just like any other rank 3, you know... And like Awakening Gem, anytime you're sinking some valuable resource, it's not really like, oh, is the champ worth it? But it's more of like, okay, do you need a Kingpin on your team? If you just have like a good champion here, and this tier 5 skill catalyst, it feels like it's burning a hole in your pocket, and you just gotta get rid of it. Like if that's why you're talking about ranking up Kingpin, well, maybe I would hold off on it. You know. Try to hold the resource a little bit longer, maybe. But if you think that you're actually going to use Kingpin, then I would say, yeah, he doesn't need to be awakened, and he's still a good rank up, still valuable rank up. Just depends on if you think you're actually going to use him or not, kind of thing. What your intentions are with the champ. But the awaken ability, it's not such a big deal, in my opinion. Helpful in some situations. And I mean, more damage right out of the gates, but other than that, not a big deal. Kai sending over another bug saying I was using suicides with no willpower. Yeah, see, that's insanity. That's insanity right there. Suicides with no willpower. It was awesome. Even fought the Grandmaster. I'm guessing there was a strong Unit Man synergy involved. Because, I mean, if you're using, like, Ghost or something like that, then, hey, you don't really need it, but... outside of that situation, and a few other champs, of course. Robots. Wait, cuffing season equals handcuffing? Equals getting in a relationship for the winter? Never heard of that in my entire life. Brian and Laura cuffed many winters ago and lost the key. Yeah, I've never ever heard that expression in my entire life, but okay. I mean, this is true. Unfortunately, I got sentenced to life. When I met Laura. Oh God. Oh man, she's gonna hear that and be so mad. But anyway. Eric Nelson sending over to what's up, dudes? And BG, can't wait for the massive bandwave Thursday night. I will have just gotten out of the theater when stream starts. This is gonna suck. Oh, you're talking about in here. Dude, I thought you were talking about MCOC. I was like, what? Is there about to be some crazy bandwave that I'm not aware of? I got excited. I was like, dude, let the cheaters rot in hell. You know? But yeah, hopefully there's none of that in here. It's not fun banning people. The learning process is definitely the best part of a lot of things. Having fun with it. Eventually you're gonna finish the drawing and make it a treasure hunt. Okay. That's cool, man. That's cool. Kai sent over to saying Aegon with some like jazz hand type stars. That's how I feel. It's like Aegon. What is that? Hold on. What was that in reference to? Did my goldfish brain already forget the last message? Oh, about the suicides without willpower thing. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, he does shrug it off, but still, that damage initially right before the shrug off, that's still a good chunk of health being lost. But okay, fair enough. I guess he technically can get by without it. Okay. All right. All right. Let's keep this grind going, though. EG, would you rank 3 Morningstar or Claire? Don't really have a need for Black Widow, and I run incursions a lot, which makes me think Morningstar. Oh, man. Well, I do think Claire is the significantly stronger champion between the two, so it's really hard for me to recommend going with Morningstar over Claire. But at least you know the situation in which Morningstar is good. It's the incursions. I'd say that's really the only situation that I think she's good for these days. Like, she can be used in war, she can be used in quest, but quests these days, they're shorter than they've ever been. You know, the story content, at least, it seems like there's a pretty consistent, like, 6 fights, then the boss. You know, where it used to be, like, some paths were, you know, 9, 10, 11 fights or whatever. You get more of that ramp-up time. I'd say, yeah, for a lot of reasons, actually, Morningstar fell off. Some would say even when she first came out, she was not a champ for everybody. Actually, everyone would probably say that. But, it's up to you, man. I would really recommend going Claire, but hey, if you like incursions and you don't have a need for Claire, like you said, as long as you could justify it, you know. Follow your gut. If your gut's telling you Morningstar, go for it. Your new cartoon with Joel looks good. The poster is on Twitter, but you knew that already. Hee hee. This? Pixar's newest adventure, Finding Dingus. Why am I dead? I'm a dead fish. And Joel's a shark. Why am I a dead fish? Anyway, Malcolm Scott said on 5 of them Australia bucks, saying, BG, how are you today? I'm doing good. Hopefully you are too. Did you hear about the restaurant on the moon? No. I was doing good. Heard they have great food, but no atmosphere. Yeah. Okay. Space joke. Take a lap. Boo. Don't do this, guys. Not another night of this. Just don't do it. Don't know if he's dead per se, but he certainly looks like he's in heaven. That means dead. That definitely means dead. Hey guys, I'm having trouble with this game. Level 29. I've been doing quests for 6 months straight, and my count still doesn't level up. Any recommendations? Ugly boy, I'm having a hard time believing this. You say 6 months straight, meaning you haven't taken a break. Because, I mean, I can understand if, like, okay, you're level 29 after 6 months, but you only pick up the game once a month. A day or two here a month or something like that. But if you've been playing this game consistently for 6 months, my suggestion would be to spend your energy. Maybe you're not spending your energy. Maybe you're just doing the arena or something like that. That's the only thing I could think of. That or there might be some sort of exaggeration here. All you got to do is quest, and you will level up. UG, what is the Harlem Shake? The Harlem Shake? Dude, it's been a long time since I heard that. What year was all that going down? Was that like... Oh, man. Was that like early to mid 2000s? Or was that... No, that was more like 2010? Or... What year was that going down, man? Where that was like every video ever. There was no TikTok back then, but if there was... That's probably all TikTok would be or something. Like, that's all YouTube was. 360 Barbers sending over 5. Thank you very much. Saying, hey, BG, Ultron applies bleed, but against mutants degen. Does deep wounds count towards that? Really thinking about taking off deep wounds, but I use Ultron a lot. I actually don't know. It was Vine, not TikTok. Was Vine out, though? Because I didn't even think Vine was out. Because, I mean, Vine is only 6 seconds anyway. And you needed at least, like, I don't know, 20 seconds or something like that. I'm sure they could have squeezed it in. I'm sure some people still made Vines out of that. Anyway, I'm not actually sure. Does anyone know if deep wounds affects the duration? I would guess no. It does not affect the duration, but I also don't know for sure. The way to test it would be just to do a fight and time the duration of the degen, and you can just with like a stopwatch or something, you know. You could just Google stopwatch. It'll pull up a stopwatch, or if you know, just keep track of time some other way. It doesn't have to be with a stopwatch, I guess. And then you can gauge how long it lasts and see if deep wounds affecting it. It does. Someone's saying it does increase the duration of the degen. Interesting. I think I'm only seeing that one response. But yeah, that's what I would do, is I would just test it that way. You can get a definitive answer by checking it out yourself. As far as if you should keep deep wounds on or not, I mean, yeah, it's always a toss-up. Deep wounds is one of those masteries that if you're using a lot of bleed-based champs, it's incredibly powerful, and I do recommend leaving it on. But if you don't use a lot of bleed-based champs and you're only using like 1 or 2 or something like that, or I mean, I guess really it depends on like how many fights you're doing with these champs, right? Because even if you're only using 1 or 2, Ultron's the type of champ that you could use for, like, that could be your main like workhorse style champ where you're just using him for everything. And if that's the case, then yeah, it's worth keeping deep wounds on. But it's certainly a mastery that you can go without too. It does add a lot of damage depending on the champ you're using, but at the end of the day, you know, damage isn't everything. If it means that you're giving up, like, I don't know, Mystic Dispersion or something like that, and you really want Mystic Dispersion. I don't think Deep Wounds applies to Ultron's degen, but really against mutants, he does need it. Lots of mutants aren't hurt from bleed. Colossus, Omega, Mags. Yeah, I'm not seeing a ton of response in the chat about it. I would test it out myself. Sorry, dude. That's all I could really tell you. Gotta test it. But dude, thank you very much for the 5. Definitely appreciate it. Okay, let's keep this grind going. BG, is Human Torch a good champ to take into the collector fight? Into the collector fight? Not really, no. Torch is an amazing champ for a lot of fights. Basically against any Mystic champ in the game and against energy damage. Well, I guess the collector, does he deal energy damage? I mean, outside of his specials, like his basic hits, they're not energy, are they? I don't think they are. I don't think he's good for that. Although I haven't really fought him myself. But no, I don't think he's good against the collector. The collector, you're going to want someone that has higher damage right out of the gate, or some form of power control, or some sort of auto evade, you know, from the likes of a Stark Spidey or Spider-Gwen or something like that. Miles Morales. Spideys in general. Pretty good. Kairos. Yeah, over a buck. Cairo. Where are you at? Here we go. Traded in 2 6-star tech gems and a skill for 2 techs and a mystic. F this game. Dang, dude. Wait, how? Traded in 2. Is this on more than one account? Because you can only trade in 1 of each class type. In the store, right? If that was on more than one account, then that's insanely bad luck, I would say. But otherwise, maybe I'm misunderstanding. Why do I hate Spider-Ham so much? Haley. Because he's a jerk. If you're having trouble with Spider-Ham, this is a tip that MSD gave me, and I used to always have trouble with him as well. I didn't realize that Spider-Ham's evade was based on how much power you have. So once you get to a bar of power, use your special immediately. You want to get rid of your bar of power, and then he won't evade on you. And ever since I've been doing that, I haven't really had troubles with Spider-Ham. Devon sent it over to saying tweet please. Okay. Let's see where you at on the Twitterverse. Here we go. Hey, speaking of Ultron, 2 new rank 5s added to the roster. Also, there is a bugged synergy with Ultron and Hulkbuster that allows you to stack up these cauterized things for Ultron. They're supposed to expire, but they don't, thus resulting in the ability to stack them. Numbers. They still didn't fix that? This has been bugged since Ultron's release. I thought they would have fixed it now. Ooh, the null rank up too. This is Awakened Ultron too. Very nice. Dang, dude. I can't believe he's still bugged. But hey, nice, dude. That's pretty sick. 565 doing a 40k crit like that. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. But yeah, dude, thank you very much for the 2. Hold on. Yes, it was. Okay, so Kyle, you're saying yes, it was like more than one account? Jeez. Rip, dude. RIP. Terrible trades. ABG, I'm in Act 5. Have 5-star APOC, Human Torch, Hype, and Diablo maxed out, and Punisher 5-star rank 2. Should I level to 45 to play Variant, or continue Act 5, or explore Act 4? Explore Act 4, 100%, and then continue in Act 5 to try to get... you pretty much want to stay in the story until you're Cavalier, and then you do the Variants. Variants is not, they're not something that you'd want to go to right away. 2 days until you know what? Enjoy it, dude. Enjoy it. LBG, Venom Pool, or Angela for Thronebreaker? Oh boy. Kind of a tough one. I don't know. I kind of feel like they're fairly even in terms of overall strength. It's kind of just personal preference. Oh man. I think I like Angela more than I like Venompool, but Venompool might edge out Angela. Well, if we're talking unawakened, then I would say Venompool. If we're talking awakened, though, then I actually would rather have Angela, I think. It's close, though. It's pretty close, man. But that's the way I would decide it, personally. Angela awakened, go Angela. Angela unawakened, go Venompool. But really, it's just a toss-up. Whichever one you like more. I think they're fairly even. Curry broke the 3-point record, y'all. Congrats to Curry. Didn't even know what the record was or what it is now. BG 6-star Diablo or Sorcerer Supreme to rank 2. Do you run the Suicide Masteries? Also, hold on a sec. Are these champs awakened? I always question when people say 6-star champs to rank 2. Are you ignoring your 5-star roster? You might want to go with your 5-star. Yeah, you're saying both unawakened. You might want to... I feel like maybe you're ignoring your 5-star roster. Maybe this is an awakening, or maybe this is a 6-star rank up gem. Maybe that's why you're saying 6 stars. Diablo unawakened, I don't think is all that good. Some people like him. Some people think he's fine unawakened. I would not really find myself playing the champ too much without him being awakened and without running the Suicide Masteries personally. So I wouldn't go with Diablo. Sorcerer Supreme, she doesn't need to be awakened. And if you are running the Suicides, though, then you're probably going to have a terrible time with her. If you're not running Suicides, then Sorcerer Supreme, even unawakened, is fine. But whatever you do, don't ignore the 5 stars. You might have some options that are better there due to them being awakened or something like that. That uppercut, baby. Lorson sent over a buck saying, I will enjoy it. I hope so, dude. I hope so. But yeah, man, thank you very much for the buck. Hope you have a great time with it. Angela could access her damage a lot faster, though. Wait, was there a part 1 of this? Or no? Okay, I guess that was just in response to what I was saying, huh? Yeah, I mean, I was for Venompool. I was thinking more about his tags, honestly. Angela, I'd say that's one of Angela's only faults. One of her few faults. I guess another fault is that, like, she needs buffs. She needs higher sig if you don't have, like, a ton of buffs available. A little bit of a fault there, I would say. But her biggest fault is just that her tags, her champion tags, they're not really towards anything specific. Not that we commonly see, at least. Whereas Venompool, he covers a few different ones, I would say. So, you know, when that's how they're designing nodes, is around like these champion tags and stuff. That's got to be a factor. Vincenzo sent an over buck. What up, dude? Saying BG Twitter, please, at Fitty Vinny. Okay. Vincenzo. It's been a little while since I said your name. But hope all is well. Let's see, what do we got here? Had my dog open a crystal last night. Let's just say he knocked it out of the bark. Oh my gosh. Terrible, dude. Number 1, freaking terrible. Number 2, I hope you got that dog some sausages or something, because the dude opened you a warlock. Don't just go for a walk because of this terrible joke, but take your dog for a walk. He deserves it. And get some, you know, get him some sausages. Congrats on the warlock, dude. Who's your favorite superhero? Ooh, favorite superhero. I would say... it's a toss-up between Tapman and the Catch. Psych reference. In case you guys didn't get it. That's all that was. No, I don't have a favorite superhero, though, man. I mean, Man-Thing. In game, at least. He's my favorite. So, yeah, I mean, I guess he's just my favorite, period. Actually walking him right now? Okay, good. You're still not forgiven for the joke, but good. Just awaken my 5-star name, or I got from my last 5-star crystal. Upside now, I have enough ISO for Emma. There you go. Awaken Namor, don't even care. Just keep going with Emma. Oh, that's a good dupe though. BG just pulled the 5-star Ghost. Do you have anyone in mind that has a good guide on how to play her? I don't. I know there's ghost guides out there, but nah, man, you're just gonna have to do a little search, or maybe someone in here has a recommendation for you. I've never actually watched a ghost guide myself. I've just watched like Panda Man Pete play Ghost, and Legacy, and Karate Mike, and Nick. Still, what was I gonna say? Most people aren't familiar with Nick F anymore, but he had a YouTube channel. I mean, the channel I'm sure still exists. He was in For Loki. Came to Comic-Con and all that. Got to meet him. Super nice dude. He was in my battle group. And Pete, of course, was known right away for his ghost abilities. He took to Ghost very fast when the champ came out. But Nick also played Ghost right away. And like the first season, I'm not sure if it was his first season or second season, but he had a perfect season in War, taking like 7 fights per war with Ghost. Never got the credit deserved for it, but the dude was also really good with Ghost right away. All right, anyway, Sean Kelly, I don't know if I'm saying, hey BG, long-time lurker, first dono, Bluebird when he can, some spiciness. Twitter name is Arcatron. Okay. All right, Sean Kelly. Well, dude, thank you very much for the 5. I appreciate the support, man. Let me go ahead and check the Tweeterverse here. Here we go. All right, dearest at BG champions. Really? I have a conundrum. Here are my 9 pulls from the 6-star featured. Initially traded up to get a 6-star Science Awakening gem for Spidey 2099, then pulled Herc last night. Should I trade in for potential 6-star Cosmic Awakening gem for Cool Herc? Hashtag risk it for the biscuit. I probably would, man. Let me take a look at these pulls though. Dang, grats. That's 2 amazing pulls right there. Okay. The first time get and dupe on Fraggle. Okay. Got the Miles. First Spidey 29. There's the Penny dupe. Hercules. Man. Really good opening, first off. Second, though, dude. I probably would risk it, personally. I think Spidey can be played unawakened. His awakened ability, if I remember correctly, isn't it like additional power rate, comet power rate? Which is nice. If that's what it is. Hold on. Let's see. Ruptures have a chance to not be consumed. That's right. And then, yeah, comet power rate while the opponent is affected by a wither debuff. I would risk it, dude. I would risk it, and worst case, you're playing Spidey unawakened, and you got a gem for another class type that maybe you can't use for a little while, but I would risk it. It's up to you at the end of the day, and it is a risk. As you said, you're risking it for the biscuit. It's definitely a risk, but I would go for it. And I'm not usually a risk taker, but I think there's I think it's like you almost can't lose by trading in the gems, you know? Yeah, maybe you get a class type that you can't use right away, but eventually you'll use whatever class type you get, right? It's not like you're risking, okay, it's a 50-50 chance either you get the gem or it disappears or something like that, so I'd go for it. Good luck if you decide to. All right, Sunny sent an 0-5. Sunny, thank you very much. Saying, what do you think the chances of Weapon X and greater gifting crystals will be? 51% chance. just over. Like, if I had to bet money, I would say yes, he's in the crystals. But I also thought he was going to be in there last year, and he wasn't. Actually, I would give it a lot higher than 51% chance. I'll give it an 85% chance. Certainly no guarantee, but I'll be surprised if he's not in there. I'll be pretty surprised. Like, if Story Legends runs were still a thing, then I would say, yeah, maybe there's only like a 55% chance instead of an 85. But the fact that they got rid of like Story Legends, and also it's tough for Kabam to. I think it's always tough for them to like really entice people to open greater gifting crystals. Like, there's going to be a certain portion of the player base that, I mean, they're gonna buy a bunch of greater gifting crystals regardless, just because they're fun to open, you know. And the prize pool of the crystals is not terrible, but to really juice them up and really entice people. Yeah, toss or Weapon X in there. I almost said Professor X. So I'd say very high chance. We'll see though. We've got another 6 days before we find out. Kai sent it over too, saying cracked my phone. Nice. Kai. Rip. That is not nice. Unless is there a joke in here that's going over my head? I don't think there is. I think you literally just cracked your phone. Which, that sucks, dude. RIP phone. Can't tell whether the cracks in my phone are new or old anymore. Dang. That sucks, man. Sorry to hear it. RIP. BG took your advice and pulled consecutive 6-star tech gems from the trade-in store. So my rank 2 ghost is now Sig 14, and I beat the Grandmaster to become Thronebreaker. Thanks for revive, Farm Advice from 3.2.6. Well, nice, dude. Hold on a sec, though. Dave, I can't remember what advice I gave you. If that was good, if that was a good result or a bad result. I mean, Awakening Ghost is good, but there's been a bunch of like trade-in advice, and I can't remember if that was like one of your desired results or I get lost in because some people want that gem, some people don't. So I got lost in knowing if that was good or bad. But hey, having an Awakening Ghost, that's never bad. So that's got to be good. Hold on a sec. What the heck? Got like a really long piece of hair on my leg. And I'm like, there's no way this is my hair. And it wasn't. It was just one of Laura's that somehow was on my leg. Alright, anyway. BG, should I take King Groot or Ultron to rank 5-5-star? They're both duped. Personal preference. I would prefer having King Groot over Ultron. But that's certainly not everyone's personal preference. They're both good champs. So, go with whichever one you'd like. Really pissed if I did something difficult to win a trophy, then some dude bought one. And I think Weapon X should remain exclusive to those who put in the time. I mean, that's MCOC for you. The first, I mean, Kang, there was only, what was it, 11 people that had Kang? I think they gave it out to 11, right? I think it was supposed to be 10, but I think it ended up being 11 or something like, I don't know. There was either 10 or 11 people that had Kang from getting through Realm of Legends first. And, well, he just ended up being a trophy champ. Thanos, same thing. He was a trophy champ from 5. Was it only 5.4 Legends? Or was it also... Yeah, I think that was the first story Legends, right? There was none for 5.3, right? I think it started with 5.4. And then, yeah, I mean, that one was literally just bought because it was like ranked rewards prizes. Same thing for Kang and, you know, like Kang and Thanos, really. But I was thinking Weapon X, he would just be like a random prize. Maybe he'd be part of the ranked rewards too, though, now that I think about it. Actually, yeah, that kind of makes sense to put him in the ranked rewards. I don't know. It doesn't really bother me, to be honest. The way I see it is like, okay, you have a chance by spending lots of money. And if you spend enough money, the chance becomes high. But you'd have to spend a ton of money for that chance to be high. Versus being able to win the champ in a more guaranteed way. It's almost like the arena versus Cav crystals. It doesn't really bother me. What bothers me, like, there's plenty of other things that bother me. I'm not even gonna get into it. But yeah, I would say when it comes to the champs like that, at least, it doesn't really bother me. And wait, did BD just quote Wreck-It Ralph? Not intentionally. Brian, you need to re-wax your bald cap. Some of the hair is slipping out. I mean, that's intended. It's, you don't really want it to have the same exact look every single day. Gives it a little bit of life, you know what I mean? White Shadow sent it over 252 of them Australian bucks saying, Twitter please, BG. Okay. White Shadow. Ooh, newest rank 3. Alright. I like that. Congrats on your rank 3 eye bomb, dude. Very nice, man. Very, very nice. Congrats. He still might be my first ever rank 4. We'll have to see. Not sure. Twitter. John, let me see what we got. So what's up, Kieran? What is this? Finally finished Road to Labyrinth. Aegon was fun with safeguard high combos. Oh, man. Well, nice, dude. It's been a long time since I've looked at, you know, this Thanos. Dude, Road to the Labyrinth was brutal. Like, look at the attack values on this, man. 5,000 for content that was, like, mostly for 4-star champs. With, like, you know, tough nose and stuff like that. I mean, you know, it got that high in Act 5, too. But, like, Act 5 wasn't out at the time when Road to the Labyrinth came out. Road to the Labyrinth predates Act 5, I believe. Because I think Labyrinth of Legends came out before Act 5.1. Pretty sure, at least. I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure that... No, yeah, it definitely did. Right. God. My memory sucks. But I'm 99% sure that it did. Because they came out pre 12.0 and Act 5 came out post 12.0, right? I think there's like a good 6-month gap between, maybe even longer than that. Yeah, like 6-8 month gap between Labyrinth of Legends and 5.1 or something. Road to Labyrinth with pre 12.0 Switch was fun. Something I never did, but yeah, that's how a lot of people got through that content, that's for sure. I was, however, using pre 12.0 Black Widow, except I was using Suicide Masteries, which was the dumbest move of my life. BG, you can pull up a picture of you with hair. Yes, there are pictures of me with hair. There's plenty of them. Short hair, long hair. They're out there. I just made a video earlier this year with one. Or like, you know, with hair. When I say with one. With my hair showing, that is. Without one, I should be saying. Without my bald cap. When I did Road to the Labyrinth, I don't think I had any 5 stars. I'm not sure if I had any either. If I had them, I certainly wasn't using them. I remember stucking, or was that being stuck? I remember being stuck on an all or nothing Iron Patriot Road to the Labyrinth, and I did it after I pulled 4-star Iceman. Dude, past times, man, that was a rough fight at the time. Like, if you had vision, you can get through it, but not a lot of people had vision. Even 4-star vision was going for a lot of units at the time. Well, I mean, the other vision was free if you pulled them, but like the OG one, that is. Oh god, stun immune Rhino still shows up in my nightmare. That fight's tough, man. That fight is still tough, I would say. Stun immune Rhino. I mean, obviously you could overpower it and then you know, if you go in there with some 6-star rank 3s, no, it's not tough. But if you try to do that fight with like a 550 4-star, it's a tough fight. Even with all the experience that we have today. BG, can you check my Twitter post? My user is the Lawless. Okay. Found you. Let's see, not sure if you'll respond, but I will give it a shot. I'm not sure myself. Will I respond? Okay, I will. Recently became Cavalier, and I'm stuck on what I should do next and who I should rank up. Are you hitting space twice in between these words? There's a lot of space in here. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Who to rank up next? Just got Cavalier. Okay, let's see. This Venom pool. So basically, I'm gonna... Like, the next thing that you should be doing in game is the variants, the back issues. And I usually recommend the Mystic. Ooh, looks like you got a, speaking of, you got a Claire max that here. Usually recommend the Mystic, Symbiote, and Spider-Verse variant, or the Villain variant first. And because you have this Claire, and because you have the Sorcerer Supreme, yeah, I would say the Mystic one. Even the Sasquatch, even though unawakened and all that, you could still definitely make some use of that guy. What you want to do is rank up this Venom pool. Yeah, like, this is what I recommend. Rank up this Venom pool, and you could also use Venom pool in that variant because he's a symbiote, of course, but he's also a villain. So once you get Venom pool ranked up as high as you can, then I would say start that variant. Then hopefully with the rewards from that variant, you'll get a rank up gem that you can use on a villain champ. And then you do the villain variant. And then you kind of just, you know, keep doing the same thing. You just go from variant to variant, ranking to get around or to play with the specific requirements of that variant. And yeah, that's what you do. Try to do initial clears of all of them. Skip maybe the first 2, but try to do initial clears of the rest as best you can. And then go back to story after that. So who else after Venom Pool? Well, I don't know. King Groot, perhaps. Strife's a villain, I think, right? I'm not sure, but start with the Mystic variant to get that Venom Pool ranked up, I would say. And then you could use him later on for the newest variant as well. Hashtag nerf Groot. Brutal. Alright, Kai sent over 2 saying, miss me yet? I don't even know if that helps. With every... Oh my god. I can't do it. I can't do it. With every bullet so far, Peg. Ah, terrible. Terrible, dude. Anyway. Thank you for the 2. Also, I agree. Delete Super Scroll. That's what you said, right? Delete Super Scroll? I agree. Just delete him. Kieran's... Yeah, over $1. Saying, do you think Doctor Strange was actually OP? Kind of. And if so, would still be OP in the current state of the game? No, he would not be. I would say the ability to lifesteal as much as he did, and the rate at which he gained power, both of those things, yeah, he was OP. Because right now he gains a bar of power every 9 seconds. It used to be every 7 seconds. And you combine that with like Mystic Dispersion and his ability to nullify without even making contact or anything like that. It is energy-based damage that plays around certain nodes. And then just the lifesteal, the percentage lifesteal that was so high. Yeah, he was an exceptionally strong champ. He also took no damage. Like he had perfect block with the armor up buff because of the way block proficiency worked back then. He was pretty OP. Would he be OP today? No, but I think it's only because his damage output doesn't really compare to the levels of champs that we have today in terms of damage. They didn't nerf his damage, did they? Like I think his damage is like still the same today, right? I think it's just the other thing. Well, I mean, I guess he was dealing more damage if he was gaining power a lot faster. I mean, you mostly use special 2s with Doctor Strange, right? And worst case, you would gain a special 2 in 14 seconds compared to today would be 18 seconds. So there's that. I mean, armor breaks used to calculate differently too, right? He would armor break on the... No, he didn't have armor break, did he? Dang, dude, I'm kind of forgetting Doctor Strange's all of his mechanics. Did he armor break? Why am I thinking armor break? Why did I also think I had him as a 6-star? Do I not? Son of a... Did this dude armor break? Let's see. He had increased crit rate too. I didn't realize that. So that was probably stronger before the what's it called? The diminishing returns kicked in. Let me see. Weakness. Oh, it was armor break. Okay. Yeah. While under Agamotto's insight, if that's even how you say that, these flames have a 50% chance to armor break, applying armor break. So yeah, I think that used to be stronger. The armor break used to be stronger too. So even his damage was higher, I guess. So no, he wouldn't be OP today just because his damage wouldn't really live up to the champs that we have. And you look at someone like King Groot that would be able to heal just as much as this guy pre-nerf, or more, potentially even more with King Groot. And King Groot has more damage and the ability to shrug off all these, any debuff and some built-in immunity and stuff like that. Like, no. Even pre-nerf wouldn't really be OP today. What they needed to do with Doctor Strange, or what they can still do, it's not too late, is just rebalance. It's actually, I think it's easier to see the example with Black Widow, and they screwed this up. So let me get the point across with Black Widow, but you can apply the same logic to Doctor Strange. So there was something very OP about Black Widow, and it ruined the game. Or ruined part of the game, right? It didn't ruin the entire game, but when you had her max sig, abilities just didn't work. The opponent's abilities, their defensive abilities just didn't work. And it was just automatic. It didn't really leave room for any kind of creativity for other champions. Like, why would you ever want to play someone else that you actually had to work towards lowering their defensive build accuracy, or their defensive build accuracy only worked for part of the fight with, you know, maybe like locking on with Falcon, or, you know, building up Furies with Crossbones, right? These champs, you wouldn't, like, this was already the absolute maximum ability to have, is just automatically defensive abilities are shot. So what they should have done was addressed the one part of the champion's kit that was OP, lowered that, you know, reduced its effectiveness the way that they did, but then bring up her effectiveness in other ways. An actual rebalancing where you're lowering some and you know, giving that power to other parts of her kit. That's what they needed to do with Black Widow. They didn't do that, and as a result, Black Widow kind of died. She, you know, is still used by some people occasionally, or so I'm told. I don't really see it, but I know some people are like, yeah, I use her against Thing or something like that. Okay, sure, I guess. Yeah, they never really did that. And for Doctor Strange, they again made the same mistake where they changed his power gain rate, which, fair enough, because fighting Doctor Strange, even today, with his new power gain rate, is still a challenge sometimes. And back then, so like, right now, it's 9 seconds every bar of power, right? So 27 seconds to get to a special 3. It was only 21 seconds for him to get to a special 3 before. And think about the slow animations. Think about his special 1 animation. If it's 7 seconds to get to a bar of power, and he's gaining power even while activating his special 1, and his special 1 is like a 3-second duration to it, there, like, it was pretty tough fighting Doctor Strange. So fair enough that they wanted to change that, even just from a fighting against the champ perspective, let alone being powerful offensively. And his healing was a bit much. Yeah, I agree with that. So, okay, you know, tone it down a little bit. But then they toned down everything about the champ, really, because of the diminishing returns, and the block proficiency no longer had his perfect block. Both from his regular abilities and the synergy abilities. And they just never gave him anything. It was just a straight up nerf. Oh, Jesus, tuned in just in time for a rebalancing tangent, huh? I think the terrible jokes are better, to be honest. Hey, blame Kieran. He was asking about Doctor Strange. If you notice, I don't really talk about, like, nerfing champs much anymore. Occasionally I'll say something is overpowered, I guess. I guess I still say things are overpowered a lot, but I avoid talks of any kind of nerfs. For the most part. Pretty rare these days. Anyway, Kai sent over 2 saying, remember they nerfed Namor and Cole? That was funny. They sure did. Those weren't such bad nerfs, but yeah. That was a thing. That did happen. And that was like the last time. I still feel like they were just trying to gauge community feedback about it. They were like, hey, it's been a while since we nerfed anything. Maybe they're okay with it now. People were not okay with it. Literally every nerf that ever happens is your fault. Well, R.I.P. me, I guess. Time BG out. At Pixie Bell, mute him. But Doctor Strange with black suit for such an exclusive character. They might do that. That could be a thing, yeah. There is. I mean, I don't know if there still is, but there was another Doctor Strange in the game files. And it became a playable character. That could be the next Sigil character. Who knows? BG8 has finished Asgardian Cheddar. Hey, Dragon. That's big right there. Dang. Puts me up to 161,000 shards so far. Haven't finished Cav or uncollected yet. Those are next. Looking like I might have 170,000. Good Lord, Dragon. That is a lot of crystals. That is so many crystals. Good luck. Dragon, if you did Asgardian Cheddar, I know you'd said you don't really plan on doing the Abyss. Or at least not anytime soon. But if you did... Oh, wait, no. Or wait. Is Asgardian... Oh, hold on. Asgardian Cheddar, is that just the Loki one? Or is that all of them? I was initially thinking that was all of them, but I realized that... is that just the Loki one? Because that one did have shards too, I think, right? So maybe you're just going for those shards, not for the other ones. That makes a lot more sense. There's not shards for like the total completion, so why would you be pushing for that? Okay. Asgardian Shadow is the 3-star Loki one. Yeah, it's just the okay, yeah. All right. Got it. I was thinking it was for all of them, and then I was gonna say if you did the Labyrinth ones, those are like worse than the Abyss in some ways. But yeah, okay. Got it. Just the Loki one. I'm in actual physical pain right now, BG. Just the Loki one. Well, hey man, I don't know. BG, with warbands coming, do you think 6-star Quake and Magic are coming? Frojo, I don't think Quake. Magic, perhaps. I don't know. I'd say, I mean, much higher chance for Magic at the very least. I feel like she probably needs to be released, to be honest. I think she probably should be released, but we'll see. Oh, dang, my AQ energy is capping out here. I need to do an AQ fight. Hold on. No, I've met Kieran in person a couple times, and he's a good dude. Don't try to put the blame on him, Tangent Man. Okay, all right. See how it is. All right, Samuel sent it over €2 saying Twitter. All right, Samuel, let me see. Samuel, do I have a tweet from you? I don't think that I do. Yeah, I'm going back a few hours now, and I got nothing. The last tweet that I got was the last one that I checked from the Lawless. Yeah, maybe it's processing still. Maybe if there was pictures or video or something, it could still be processing. If not, then make sure you tagged me. Make sure your Twitter's not set to private. All that good stuff. If there is a different name, let me know. But I'll check back in with you. Let me do this fight, and then I'll check back in with you. All right. Done. This will be the last fight of my my normal path here too, which is kind of nice. I only have to do this one fight, and then I want to teleport to my section 3 just so that I make sure I have enough energy before I go to sleep tonight to get it all done. Oh, all right, Samuel. Here we go. Tweet came in now. Take a look right after this. Kieran sending over a buck as well. Kieran. Hey now, I actually really enjoyed that tangent. Thank you, Bald Man. Okay. There we go. Finally some appreciation, unlike from Abby Doe. Abby Doe. Oh, wow. He threw that at a time where I was not expecting it at all. I pushed him to special 2 intentionally. I was just going to block it. No big deal. But then he threw it at a time that I really was not expecting. And I only had one hand on the phone still. That's fine. We're King Groot. Who cares? We'll heal it up. I was kind of hoping I can get to a special 3 to heal even more, but no, that's definitely not happening. This guy is gonna die. Just not gonna throw any more specials because I don't want to take the recoil damage. Okay, cool. All right, Samuel, let me see here. Rank and trade advice for units. Huh? Rank and trade advice for units? Trade advice for units. Trade advice for units. What does that mean? As far as rank advice goes, I don't know where you're at in the game right now. My first instincts say Venom Pool. If you haven't done variants yet, if you are Cavalier, because then you could use Sorcerer Supreme and Venom Pool together, along with Spidey, of course, and that would be a good team for that variant. But I might need some additional info because I'm not sure exactly what you're asking. Also, yeah, I really need to know like where you're at in the game and stuff like that. So if you could provide some additional info, let me know and I'll try to help. He's talking about gifting? Oh, okay. I was thinking to get units. Okay, you're talking about spending the units. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Well, I see you have 12 unused mastery points, unless that's profile pictures. But it seems like you may have a bunch of unused mastery points. And that might be because you don't have the powerful masteries unlocked. And if that's the case, you want to trade 4 mastery cores. The only way that you would not want to trade for mastery cores is if you're going to commit to the bundles that they come out with that are pretty good value for mastery cores. They're like 20 or 30 bucks or something like that. And they usually come with, I don't know, 1,500 to 1,800 units of mastery cores in value or something like that, whatever it is. So unless you wanted to commit to those, I would recommend using your units to get mastery cores. You're also saying you're at 6.1.1. Okay, all right, so not quite Cavalier, so we don't necessarily need Venom Pool yet. I would say more important is dealing with crossbones, which if you have willpower, you could deal with it with these champs. Both of these champs would survive with willpower. Hulkbuster with the additional healing when he gets low, Sorcerer Supreme with Sorcerer Supreme's healing. But it still would be a little bit of a slow fight. Let's see if there's anyone else that can handle it better. I mean, Omega Red's unawakened. I feel like Kingpin could probably do it, but you're dealing with a little bit of RNG. She-Hulk could definitely do the fight. Hold on, did Venom Pool... I can't remember. Did they give him... They didn't give him poison immunity, did they? They gave him like incinerate immunity or something like that, didn't they? Hold on. Venom Pool, where are you at? Did they even give him that? Maybe they didn't. Okay, gain immunity to power drain, power burn, and shock effects, as well as armor break debuffs. Okay, and this is just fighting tech champs. Okay, no, he doesn't even have... I thought he had some immunity, but I guess not. Don't know why I thought that. I didn't think he was poison immune, but either way, I wanted to look. I mean, you do have a couple other poison immune champs in here, like Mysterio, but like, yeah, I don't know. I guess still get Venom Pool ranked up and just make sure you can get the Willpower Mastery if you don't already have it. And I'd probably try to counter Crossbones with these two champs. Or get She-Hulk ranked up for it. Yeah. That's what I'd recommend, though. And if you were going to... You say you have a Mutant Gem? Okay. Well, I mean, that changes things. If you have a Mutant Gem... You're not running Suicides, though, and really you wouldn't necessarily want to run Suicides with these champs. It's tough, man. A little bit of an awkward spot that you're in right now, I would say. I don't necessarily think it's worth awakening that Omega Red. If you're not running Suicides, might be better off saving it for someone else. Maybe you pull like Archangel or something like that. Would maybe go a longer way towards helping you. But yeah, I would probably rank up Venom Pool and just do your best to get as far as possible in Act 6, towards Cavalier at least. If you do get stuck at Crossbones, well, you know, maybe by then you'll pull a different champ, or you could go with She-Hulk, or you could go with Kingpin, or just like I said, Willpower and just Outlast with your current 565s. You could get the job done with those. So that's what I'd recommend. And trade Mastery Cores. And if you didn't want to trade Mastery Cores, well, maybe just some energy refills and revives in order to get Cav a little quicker. But Mastery Cores are more valuable than those things, typically, I would say. Alright, let me just move. I don't need to do this fight. Just had to get to this fight. Actually, no, yeah. So that'll be 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. Plenty. Cool. I'll do those fights later. Okay, I'm out. BG is talking and talking. Night, everyone. Okay, Pixie Belle. Fine. See you later. All right, hold on. Kieran. Oh, yeah. I already read yours. Thank you again, Kieran. Kai sending over a book. Saying I can kiss Uncollected Troubles behind with a free 4-star Hercules that just bodies every node in Act 5. But still, he needs a buff. Wow, really? Get the heck out of here, dude. You know who needs a buff? Karnak. Again. No, he was actually, I don't know, he's actually fine. I'm just saying that because I know you wanted Karnak buffed for the longest. Or nerfed. All right, hold on. Jesse J sent over to saying, tweet my refried friend. Okay. He sent over 2. Was there... and tweet related, I'm Cav. Oh, and I'm running partial suicides. Okay. Jesse J. Let me see here. I still haven't really done much of Act 6. I've done at least one run through of variant 4 through 6. I want to tackle variant 7. Here's my Mercy first pick. Okay, Mercenaries. Okay, it took me a second. Now, would you recommend me doing other variants, other content first based on my roster, other picks, or go ahead and rank the mercs? That's variant 8, right? I'm confusing myself with these numbers, even. Once they start getting to, dude, once they got beyond like 4, I just started confusing myself. Yeah, okay, the mercenary one, that's variant 8, just to be clear. Variant 7 is the hero variant. But let's see, the mercenaries. I think the mercenary variant is not that bad. Probably easier to get into than the hero variant, to be honest. Let's see. Hold on, what was the second question? Or other content first based on other picks? Okay. Okay, well, in your case, you do have a bunch of heroes ranked up. I would probably recommend doing variant 7, the hero variant. If you haven't already. You've got that, like, that's what, that in my opinion, that's what makes it tough to get into, is like you need different class types of heroes. You can't just walk in with like the same 3 or 4 heroes and crush the entire variant. You really need different class types. But you have that. You know, you've got a bunch of different heroes ranked up. So I'd probably start there. But yeah, you could go with the like I don't recommend doing Act 6 or Act 7. I do recommend doing these 2 variants at least. Maybe the tech variant as well, since you've got, you know, Warlock ranked up. And yeah, I actually liked Massacre quite a bit for it. So I'd maybe recommend ranking up Massacre. But otherwise, Black Widow was good. You could rank up Black Widow and be fine. I used her a bunch too. I heard Hitmonkey was really good, but I didn't have Hitmonkey ranked up, so I didn't take him in there. And Nebula was pretty good. So yeah, like, take your pick of those 4 champs. I like Massacre the best because there's a node that gives him like steady healing. So if I had to recommend one champ to rank up, it would be Massacre. But yeah, do both of those variants. I would say. I was gone for 5 months. Yeah, no, it's all good, dude. It's all good. It's confused. They need to number those things, man. I don't know why they haven't numbered them in game yet. I feel like they're going to, but they just haven't yet. Watching your Abyss Path 1 run with Saberman. Fun times. Dang, dude. The good old days. Except not really so much. What areas of the game can I get a 6-star gem from? The Abyss, 100% Act 6. Is there any in Act 7 yet? I'm not sure if there's any in Act 7 yet. And special offers. I think that's it. Hold on, Kai sent over another 2 saying, Karnak! I haven't heard that god's name in years. I know, dude. You used to talk about Karnak all the time, and then nothing. Haven't heard you say his name at all. It's a shame. Haven't touched Variant 8 yet, but I'm thinking my rank 3 Domino Nebs and Crit Monkey should work well. Oh, Abidel, you're gonna slaughter that place, dude. Yeah, I heard Hitmonkey is really good for it, which makes sense. It seems like he would be good for it. Ryan, will you be streaming during Christmas too while you're in Jersey? No, not on Christmas Day. Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. So, okay, there's a stat. Originally, I was planning on streaming when I was in New Jersey. But let me show you guys this stat. It's going to be hard for you guys to see a little bit. I was going to tweet it out, but I never did. So, YouTube, they send you they send you an email. Here, let me go big head mode. You can see it a little bit easier, I think. So they send this email. It's probably still going to be hard to see, but and it just gives you a bunch of different stats. Yeah, you can kind of see, right? Like your 2021 snapshot. This is watch time in minutes and total views and stuff like that, right? And then there's this one stat. If you scroll down, let me see. It's oh geez, dude, it's so awkward trying to show this for some reason, like holding the phone away while trying to also look at it. It says here, you gained major XP, 55,857 live stream minutes. That's how long I've been. That's how many minutes I streamed this year. And I don't know why. Like, I was like, oh, okay, well, that's just a number that means nothing to me, because what is that, right? But then I did them, like, I converted that to minutes. So let me do that right now. Or I'm sorry, to hours, right? So divide that number by 60, and it comes out to 930 hours. And I was like, okay, well, also that number doesn't really mean much. So I divided that by, 24 for hours in a day. And yeah, it comes out to just under 39 days total streamed. And I was just thinking to myself, like, that's a lot of time. Like just 39 days of the year, and that's just so far. There's still half a month left. And I was thinking, like, man, this is the first time I've seen my family in a couple years. Do I really need to be streaming? Like, it's fun for me, man. Streaming it's just fun. It's just a fun way to cap out the day. It's the easiest part of my day, man. And I love it. But at the same time, maybe I should not be streaming during the holidays, and maybe I should just spend that time away from streaming for just a week while I'm gone, and just spend that time with family. Now, here's the thing. My family, they're going to be sleeping during the time that I would normally stream. But if I stay up and stream, it would, like, East Coast time, it'd be midnight. It used to be later, but yeah, it'd be midnight. So I'm probably going to be up anyway because of my sleep habits. So I don't know. I might still stream, but if it's going to keep me up, then no. Like, I'm just going to get to sleep so that I can spend the day fresh with family the next day, kind of thing. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking for right now when it comes to streaming stuff. BG, if you aren't streaming around Christmas, I'm gonna be desolate during the Claire grind. How will I give you updates? This is true. This is also true. But yeah, I don't know. It's I don't know. It's funny when I looked at that. I don't know. You'd think I'd understand because I stream every night, but it's because it's just like 2 hours at a time every night. It's just like, oh, it's just 2 hours, whatever. Like, the time doesn't add up in my head, until I see it on paper like that. And then I start to think, like, I'm streaming too much. Like, why? What? I need to do other stuff. But I also don't really plan on stopping that anytime soon. So, but yeah, maybe while I'm in New Jersey, maybe I won't be. So we'll see. I don't know is the answer. If I wasn't visiting family, then yeah. I mean, I don't do anything else for the holidays. I don't care about literally anything else when it comes to Christmas other than just being with family. When I was a kid, of course, it was the presents. It was the exact opposite. All I wanted was some new video games to play. I loved seeing family because they were gonna give me things, and I was gonna play with those things. But now I don't want anything. All I want to do is just spend time with family. Anyway, Kai sending over a book saying, yes, do not stream so my jokes can marinate. Just the idea of jokes marinating gives me an uneasy feeling. So maybe they can actually be good. Well, You know, I don't want to crush your dreams going into 2022. Hey, maybe it's the year that you tell a good joke. I doubt it. But perhaps. Thought Claire just went through the arena as a feature champion. She's coming around as a basic champ in like 2 rounds here or something like that. You should compare that time versus a person who works a full-time job, BG. I don't know. I mean, I don't really consider streaming the job, though. Making videos is a job. So, like, for example... Okay, I just said it was 930 hours, right? Of stream time. The one video I made alone was 200 hours. Roughly.
The man loves beans.
Stream time is like nothing. Stream time is absolutely nothing. It's a lot of time, but it's absolutely nothing compared to other stuff that I'm working on. Which is why it feels so easy. Plus, I mean, it's just fun too. That's the other thing, is it's not work. I don't know. So, I mean, you could call it a job, but I don't, for one, and two, it's not work. I think it's work for some people. For some, like, because there are people who stream and like they really put on like a show, right? Like, okay. I tried to do a stream. This is a good example. So I tried to do a stream with Kabam Broccoli, and I botched it. I totally screwed it up because I wanted to have it. I wanted to have like this whole presentation. That would have been work. Making like this entire basically presentation, curating like this hour of like what was gonna happen, like this whole event. And if you do streams like that, then I would consider that work. But like just flipping on a stream and I mean just grinding the arena and just having fun, like I don't consider that work at all. The consistency is the work part. I mean, I don't know. It takes energy. I'll say that much. It definitely takes energy because, you know, of course, putting energy into anything takes it away from other stuff. It doesn't really matter. It's all semantics, I guess, at the end of the day. But that's just how that's how I think about it, at least. Anyway, Vincenzo sent it over to saying, BG, I fully explored 5.4 finally. Should I do some variants or try to shoot for Cavalier? Can send pics of my roster if that helps. For some reason, I really thought you were about to say, can send pics of my feet. And I was like, it doesn't help. But hold on, Vincenzo. Explored 5.4. Nice. Should I do some variants or should I... Okay, Cavalier. Cavalier, though, yeah. So, you pretty much always want to go for Cavalier before going for the variants. Because they're relatively similar in difficulty. Except getting Cavalier unlocks, like, persistent rewards. You know? You'll get daily rewards. Those will be upgraded. Your calendar will be upgraded. The special offers and freebies that Kabam gives out, those will be upgraded, you know? So go for Cavalier, and then post Cavalier, that's when you get the heck out of Act 6 for a while. And you just focus on knocking out like single clears of the variants. That kind of thing. Working 40-hour work week, 4 weeks a month, 12 months a year, allowing for 2 weeks of vacation is 80 total days of work. So you're actually streaming half of what a normal full-time job is. Is that what it comes out to? 80 days of hours? I never actually tried to do the math on that, but interesting. Okay. Jesse J, Sienna Vibe saying, stream you and Laura telling the bathroom story to the fam and open the fam up to super chat questions. No, definitely not. on either of those. Definitely not. I don't know if I've ever told Like even my brother, I don't even think I ever told that bathroom story to. Not that I like, I would tell him. That's the kind of stuff that we talk about all the time. That's the stuff we crack up at all the time. But I don't think I ever told him that story in person. But either way, nah, man. Definitely not doing that. But all right, Kai said over Tuesday, it's hard work sitting here looking at a screen too. It's true, man. It's true. It's tough. But you know, somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to stare at the screen. And I appreciate you for doing it. Guy, thank you for the 2, dude. I mean, if you're asking, I'll take my shoes off now, BG. Vincenzo, it's okay, man. You can keep the shoes on. Jesse J said over another 2 as well, saying Kai is right. It's exhausting over here. Dude, on a serious note, shout out to the mods because it can get exhausting. So appreciate the mods. Speaking of, yeah, the person that got timed out, don't spam. That's why you got timed out. I'm not going to answer your question if you keep spamming. You also get banned if you keep spamming. Somehow the lower points for champs in the basic arena just make it feel worse. Abby, no, a lot of people say the same thing. I don't mind it though. I don't really mind it at all. But I think that's because my 6-star roster is not as developed. Whereas you... How many 6-stars do you have? I think I have 120 now. Since I just got 3 new ones. And I was at 117. But how many 6-stars do you have? Like, my 5-star roster is pretty developed. They're all at a good rank and everything. But 6 stars... Because it does feel bad running 6 stars in the basic arena still. It's just because I'm getting the bulk of my points from the 5 stars, I don't hate the arena itself.
Man loves
Does your
beans.
family also wear bald caps? Everybody does, yeah. And they'll be getting some for Christmas. Although, don't tell them that I said that. Yeah, I did the math real quick. 40 hours a week, 4 weeks a month, allowing for 2 5-week months. That would be 2 weeks of vacation across 12 months is 1,920 divided by 24 is 80. 80 days total. Okay. Dang, really makes you think. Like, so I was working... My last job, I never took off. It was nice because I like there was an option, like if you didn't want to take your vacation time, which we only got like 1 week vacation and 1 week like sick, I believe it was. I think it was like 2 weeks in total. And then if you worked there for some number of years, you got like a 3rd week or something like that. I think you had to work there for like 10 years to get the 3rd week or something. And I left at like 9.9 years in. I was like, I don't want to make it to 10, you know? But I never took off. So I would just get paid out at the end of the year. And even when I quit, just got like that nice, like extra, you know, extra paycheck kind of thing. But yeah, I was usually working more than 40 hours a week too. I was usually working like anywhere between like 40 and 60 hours a week because it was salary pay and it's garbage. I wish it was overtime, but so I don't know what those hours equate to, but yeah, it's definitely a lot more. Anyway, Orange 12 sent an over $1. Thank you very much. Saying, hey, BG, don't waste money on hair restorer. Hold on, units? 75. I'll take it. But where's the 225? Okay, don't waste money on hair restorer. Just paint a series of little rabbits on your bald head from a distance. They look like hairs. Okay. I was wondering where that was going. It's like, what the heck comment is this? I'm sorry, ... Oh, get out of here. All you people that tell jokes and then say you're sorry afterwards, you're not sorry. But you're gonna be. Take a freaking lap, man. Boo. Kai sending over another buck saying, honestly, how did it feel to be able to quit and just hang out with us? Indescribable. I'll try, but I it's a feeling I've only felt once before, you know? Like a mixture of relief, but like also not relief at the same time. Because it was like, okay, I never have to go back. I remember, because, you know, I was riding my bike, like to and from work, right? And I just remember riding my bike home at like, you know, 1 a.m. or whatever it was. Recording that, recording that video. And then, like, I don't know. Like, you couldn't really see my face in the video, but like I was just smiling, you know, just I don't know, just kind of reflecting and thinking about it. I don't know how to describe it, but also like you always question if it's the right move, you know. I live like a super cheap lifestyle, I would say. I mean, compared to most, at least. I'm sure there's some that are even cheaper than I am, but like I've always tried to be super cheap, partially out of necessity, but also just because, like, I don't know, don't like to be wasteful. So I just got used to being really cheap, and but I was still questioning, like, man, it's like, is there an, like, oh man, I see, this is why I hate any time talking about money, because now again, this is like the third time in like a month. Is there a way to disable the super chats? Please do not send any super chats right now, okay? I want to be real with you guys and not be some kind of like donation bait or something. All right. So like, please, seriously, don't send anything right now. Cause right now everything's fine, but I'm just going back like a few years and it was terrifying, you know? Cause as cheap as I am, it was like I basically was doing the math of like how long I can last without getting another job, and it was about 3 months. That was about how much time I had, because there was definitely not a lot of money from YouTube at the time or anything like that, and it was about 3 months, and then I was gonna have to get another job, and I was like, dude, you know what? That's 3 months. Like, let's just go for it. I don't like my job right now. Anyway, it's enough to pay the bills, but just barely. So it's not like I'm leaving some amazing, you know, opportunity or something like that. So I got 3 months. F it. Let's do it, baby. You know, and yeah, I like. There's like, I don't know the exact saying, but there's some kind of saying along the lines of, or just some sort of like line of thinking of like the actual risk is not taking the risk. Like it's a bigger risk to just keep doing what you're doing rather than to like take a chance, you know? So either way, you're taking a risk. And I was like, okay, well, with that line of thinking, let's just do it, man. This job sucks. I quit. You know? So yeah, I don't know. It's a very weird feeling that I've only felt the one time. And it lasted for a while because, you know, I was going to the same place, you know, 5 days a week, like I said, working between like 40 and 60 hours for nearly 10 years. Well, when I first started, it was just part-time. But anyway, I was full-time for like a good 7 years of that or something. And to not have to go there anymore is just weird, man. It's just weird. That's all I could really describe it as. Best I could do. All right, long tangent over. Jesse J sending over another 5 saying, so before I send my shoed feet pics, you a Crocs with socks guy? I've never worn Crocs in my entire life. But, quick story. I used to work at a clothing store before the job that I was just talking about quitting. And, funny thing is I hated that job too. But I did whatever I could to just laugh while I was there and make other people laugh and stuff. This is when I'm like 20 at the time. Well, I mean, I got that job at like 16, because I couldn't drive myself originally. 16, and then wait, no. Could I drive myself? No, I was driving. Okay, so 17. The job before that, I wasn't driving myself. But okay, so 17 to 20 is when I worked at this clothing store, and it was like a, you know, family clothing store, kids, adults, whatever, right? And there was like a shirt rack that had these Crocs shirts, and it had like the actual Crocs, the shoes and stuff, right? But I guess they had like a crocodile logo or something. So they had a shirt, and it was like a kid's shirt, and I picked up like this boy's medium shirt and put it on my body, which was it's definitely too small for my body. And I was wearing that around, like, and I paid for it because I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna destroy this shirt. Like, I can't just put this on and then put it back on the rack or something like that. No. So I paid for this shirt, but the person that like rung me up, you know, you get an employee discount, of course, right? The person that rung me up, they gave me a little bit more than an employee discount. It was like a 20% discount. They gave me like a 50%. I didn't even realize it because the shirt still cost me like $10. And I'm like, yeah, it's a kid's shirt. $10. That's probably what it costs with discount. So, I got that shirt and I wore it around as a joke, and then they fired me because of that discount. But that was good. That was fine. That job sucked even worse than the other job, so that's fine. But yeah, so I got fired for wearing a Crocs shirt. It's the only Crocs branded thing I've ever worn, and I'm not mad at them for it. It was fine. That job sucked. Retail, try not to work retail if you can avoid it. Get out of there as soon as possible. You know, it's you need work. Retail's there for you, but try to get out of that and find other work as soon as possible. Anyway, Kai sent over one last bug here saying, I forgot to mention my girlfriend cried because of your car thingy when you were on your bike. She said she felt bad. Oh, well, tell her thank you, I guess. Yeah, I'm fine now, so it's all good. That was scary. But yeah, I mean, whatever. Life goes on. Luckily. But Kai, thank you for another buck. They fired you for someone else giving you a discount? Yeah. Because they thought I was in on it. They thought like I asked for it or something like that, which I didn't. It didn't matter. It's fine. I immediately got a job that paid like so I mean, I was getting like minimum wage. I was getting like $6 an hour, or I guess that's what I started at, and it went up to like $7.25 after taking out, like, you know, it's like a mostly high schooler's job, right? And because I was there for like a year or two after high school, or 3 years, or like 2.5 or whatever, you know, there's like promotions and stuff just because you're there for a while. And wow, yeah, the extra responsibility was totally worth the extra 50 cents or whatever. I'm lying. It wasn't. And then after I got fired, that's when I got the other job, and that one started at like $10.50 or something. So, and it was like nice, cool, air conditioned. Even though I hated it, I loved it at the time because it was way better than working retail. So I was like, oh, this is the best thing that ever happened to me. Moral of the story: leaving your job is always good, for the most part. Okay. Anyway, it's very late. Story time is over. Thank you all for sitting through it. Before I go, shout out to Brandon Dawson for being tonight's biggest D. Brandon, I don't know if you're still in here. You sent that over much earlier in the stream. But if you are still around, or if you can hear this telepathically, thank you very much. I got suspended from GameStop for giving the employee a refund on a game when he was a day outside of the full return policy. I told him to F off that same day. Good. That's pretty dumb. That's really dumb. That's stupid. Okay. Anyway. Retail sucks because of the public, which is us. So why don't we just treat retail staff better? Well, okay. So, I mean, okay, real quick, actually. When I came out to Washington, I realized a lot of the people working retail, they seemed happier. And I didn't know if they were just faking it or what. But then it dawned on me, like, minimum wage out here is like $15 an hour or something like that. And I was just thinking, like, dude, if I was in high school making $15 an hour, I'd be stoked. I actually wouldn't hate the job at all. I'd be pretty, it wasn't that, like, I had fun at the job. It wasn't that bad. The worst part is just, like, feeling like you're getting abused, like, overworked to make, you know, a minimum amount of money. And I also understand that this is an international, you know, this is the internet, right? So some people in other countries, it's different. But yeah, so like the dollar values might be different wherever, you know, you are and stuff like that. But, I couldn't afford anything at $6 an hour, you know, like I couldn't afford to pay like my car payment, you know, it's terrible. That was the worst part of it, really. Some of the people sucked. But it you know, there was also cool people too, so it was okay. All right, anyway, I'm going to head on out here now. I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay, so we can keep treating them poorly, just throw some coins at them. Maybe I misunderstood what you were saying, because no, you should never treat anybody poorly. But all right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Night, everybody.